Java API packages. As I told earlier, Java packages can be categorized into two parts: Java API packages and user defined packages. Whenever you download any JDK, means Java Development Kit, they will provide some classes in a group of packages. So here Java API provides a large number of classes which is grouped into a different packages according to their functionality. Whenever you download, we got this structure. Okay, this diagram shows what are the different packages we have along with its hierarchical structure here. I have a Java package. In that Java package, I have these number of different sub packages. Now I will explain each one of these sub packages one by one. The first Java package is called as java.lang. These are the default package or language package. These packages are used by your compilers. So this package is called automatically. Means java.lang package added to your program whenever you compile or run your program. So there is no need to call this package. Whatever the classes available in this package is available directly to you. So what are the classes available in this lang package? The lang package contains the wrapper classes for the primitive data types, which is already explained in the previous classes, wrapper classes. It also contains strings, math functions, threads and exceptions. These different classes, which is generally used for many applications, already present in the lang package. Next package is called as the Java util package. This is called as utility classes. There are so many utility classes are there in Java. All the utility classes are available in util package, such as vectors, hash tables, random numbers, date, time, like that many other different utilities, compression, like that many different utility classes will be available in the java.util package. The next package is called as java.io. Whenever you are dealing with some input as well as output operations, we have to use the classes which is provided in IO. The IO operation may be, IO means here input and output. Here, if I want to perform some input and output, I have to go to IO package. They provide facilities for input and output of data. Here the IO means I can access the data, read or write from different resources such as files, memory, different piping. Means I can network, I can access from the net. So different input output operation can be performed using java.io. The next package is called as AWT. AWT means Abstract Window Toolkit. The full form for AWT is Abstract Window Toolkit. If I want to create some graphical user interface, I want to create some window. In that window, I need some buttons, text boxes, labelings, as well as some combo box, also called as drop down box, radio buttons, menus. I want to create some graphical user interface with some window. Then I want to use a package called as AWT, which contain many classes for creating your graphical user interfaces. The next one is called as net package. If I want to create some net applications where the two computers connected together can communicate with each other. Okay, in that case, include some classes for communicating. Net class contain some classes which is used for communicating with the local computers as well as with internet servers. So some classes like socket, server socket, UDP, such classes where I want to communicate with other computers. Such classes will be provided in the net. The next one is called as applet classes. Applet means a small Java application program which can be embedded inside the web application and run inside the web browser. Applet is a small Java program which run in the web pages or web browsers. So whenever we need some security, more security, in that cases we are using applet. To create any applets, we need a number of classes which is available in the applet packages. Nowadays, this applet use is almost obsolete.